this is Kurisu, and tonight we're going to be continuing work on the emotes. Trying to get your mom's cable box to work, that is a hassle sometimes. But yeah, tonight I am here with my guest host, Hoki. She is my computer chair co-pilot. She's here to give everybody kisses and the occasional mic sniff. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get started. I'm gonna check my list real quick and see which emotes we are working on tonight. Are you talking about a hunter helping with his mother's cable box, or my co-pilot Hoki? Because both can potentially be exciting and or interesting. You just never know. Alright. So... the co-pilot, but it does apply for both. Oh my gosh. It does. Alright, so I'm looking at my list here. Have a few different things we could draw tonight. So I have my finger guns emote, which I decided I'm only gonna do this version where it's like sliding out of the frame. Because I used to have the, well, I guess I still technically have the one that isn't animated. One moment here. Literally just the same emote, just stationary. But I'm kind of phasing out some of the standard emotes that I don't use as much for the ones that are animated, just because Twitch doesn't let you choose between whether an emote is animated or standard. You basically just have a set number of slots for both. Right? Oh no. So I really like this music channel on YouTube because they play a bunch of different like Sonic the Hedgehog remixes and whatnot. But I really feel like this one should have been a lot harder. Like, more, I don't know. Like, because it's really soft. I think it should have been more like dubsteppy. I'm sure there's probably a version online, but I'm not searching for it right now. For a split second, I was worried she was gonna spill my tea, but she didn't. Alright, so let's see. So, the list I have for my animated emotes, So there's going to be a remake of this one, which we already have drawn. I mentioned the finger guns. My rave emote, I think I'm going to change up a little bit because right now we have our rave frog. But I've kind of decided I'm going to shift that out for more of like the sort of deal with it emote with the sunglasses and have it doing the same like color strobe. After that, I have my yay emote, which is gonna be one of the animated ones. Again, for now I'm just doing like the auto emote feature that Twitch has, so like I'm not doing any gifts. That is more time and effort than I want to devote right now. And I also will be making a popcorn emote. That's gonna be one of the animated ones as well. Let's see. I have my know you emote, which I'm probably gonna make the sign a little bit bigger because you can't really read it except for when it blows it up on the screen. But like when it's in chat, you can't really see what the sign says. So text is probably gonna be a bit bigger for that one. Next is going to be it do be a small sign. Yes. Like that's the biggest thing with making emotes is like figuring out the right balance between something being too big and too small. Because there are times when you need things to be more exaggerated so you know what's going on, but then there are other times when certain things need to be smaller because they're too exaggerated. So it's like finding that balance. But the next one on the list is my crying emote. That one's gonna have the rain animation with it. I don't have any emotes that currently have that animation, so I can't really show that. And then I decided to make an emote kind of similar to this one that Dark Ecliptic Heart has. I'm not sure if I'm going to have like a confused expression on Kurisu's face or if I want to have her in like the drying cycle, like in a dryer, like one of the ones with the, or no, I'm not sure if it's a washer or dryer, like the front load washer, I guess. But then I'm like, well, I don't want to give people the wrong idea, and that's really not safe, so probably just gonna go with the confused emote. And yeah, the last one's gonna be a surprise, because I don't know for sure if I'm doing that one or not. Yeah, so those are just like my ideas so far. Everything's still a little bit up in the air and subject to change, but those are current plans. But yeah, out of those options, which one would you be the most interested in watching tonight? Oh, you're good, Sniper. You're totally fine. Kurisu and a Twister. See, when I picture that, it's more like the tornado kind of like behind me with me like going around it and not like being in the center. So I don't think I'd be able to use that animation. She's flying. Oh my gosh. Confused Kurisu sounds funny. Alright, so we'll go ahead and stick with the confused emote for that one. But yeah, out of the options I mentioned, which one do you all want to see? I'll go ahead and put together a poll real quick. I'm not sure how many options I can include in a poll, but I guess we'll find out. Alright, so we're gonna set a duration for 5 minutes. Just adjusting something real quick. Alright, so which emote do we want to draw tonight? Angry Kurisu. That's not one that's on the list, but we already kind of have that one, like with the sort of like rage emote. Oops. The rage emote right here. Alright, so far it looks like we have 1 vote for popcorn and 1 vote for sobbing Kurisu. Oh no. Pickle Kurisu is too much. Oh my gosh. Hi, puppers. Say hi to everybody. She's here to give everybody kisses. She loves all the kisses. Are you a sleepy pupper? She's over here falling asleep. You had a long day being so busy napping and playing with your toys. Yeah, she likes to eat the mic sometimes. Alright, so we have 1 vote for yay, 1 vote for popcorn, and 1 vote for sob. Oh no. I'm not reading that out loud. Hey, welcome to chat, Wolfie. How's it going? Awesome. Glad to have you here. Depending on how recently you just joined, you potentially missed Hoki giving the mic kisses for everybody. But aside from that, we've kind of just been trying to decide which emote to start with tonight. Aw. Puppers, you want to give them more kisses? Well, that's a first. Okay, no, there's kisses. I love you too, baby girl. Yeah, kisses are like her favorite thing. So in the morning, like, I've gotten them into the habit where, like, they know that I am not ready to get up until I tell them good morning. So some mornings I'll wake up with Pupper, like, a few inches from my face, just staring, like, are you ready to wake up yet? But then she'll lay back down when I don't say good morning to her right away. But then the second I say good morning, she's like, oh my gosh, it's time to give you all the kisses. I have to give you all the kisses to make up for all day when you're at work. So then I'm like, okay. And then, so she gives me my first bath in the morning, and then I get a shower to get it all cleaned off. Can't imagine the silent burp in the morning. Oh my gosh. What? Alright, so we have a three-way tie between Yay, Popcorn, and Sob. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with Popcorn, I think, because we don't have that emote yet. So just something to start off new tonight, and then if I have time, we'll move on to one of the other two that were selected. Spin the wheel. I will respect that opinion. Personally, I just like the original popcorn. Not really a huge fan of the other flavors. Like, it's weird though, because like I can tolerate like the popcorn with the powdery cheese on it, but only because it's fake. I don't like real cheese. um Oh no, that's the worst. Agreed. Drink all the water to try to get that dislodged. The downside is that depending on which pipe it went down, the water might not help, so you might have to cough. So, Sniper just used my Hydrate Redeem. Tonight I am drinking some... It's chai tea with oat milk in it. I don't know if it would technically be considered chai tea latte or not because it's oat milk and not milk from a cow. But yeah, that's what we're drinking tonight. Oh no. We're shoving that through. Oh no. That's never fun. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and try to hydrate. Alright, and that portion of our stream was staying hydrated with Kurisu. Yay, hydration! Yeah, that's one of those ones where, like, the label is really dumb because it literally translates as tea, but it's not, like, in more, like, US and, yeah, like, literally. That's the translation for chai tea. But anyway, like, chai just kind of sorry, I got distracted because there was a new message and I, like, got tongue-tied. Anyway, so chai just kind of specifies that it's a spiced tea when you're referencing it that way, like, in the US and other Western countries, which is really silly because, like Sniper pointed out, chai literally just translates as tea in a large portion of the world. But that's a topic that I don't want to go on too much of a tangent on. But basically, like, worldwide, tea is basically either some variety of the word tea or some variety of the word cha or chai, and, like, it just depends. Like, my understanding is that it depends on how the tea got to whichever region it was in, based on, like, who was transporting it, because if it was a culture that, like, referred to it as tea, then those other countries referred to it as some variety of the word tea. But if it was a country that, like, pronounced it as cha or chai or one of those variations, then those countries referred to it that way. So it kind of just depends on how it got there. But I would have to look into specifics to see, like, yeah, I can't speak specifically on that one. It's kind of just a generalization. Hi, Pupper. I'm giving everybody more kisses. lettuce. Fairly white kiss there. Yeah, she is unfortunately known for those. She has really sloppy kisses. I try not to think too much about it because it's like, ugh. But she's being affectionate, so I'm not gonna reprimand her for that. Also, I apologize if you hear the jet engine in the background. That is my furnace kicking on. Like, there's a bit of a rattle. I think that I'm not sure if it's part of the furnace or if it's the air vent. But it sounds worse than it is. I've not had any issues with it. You got a pet tortoise? Oh my gosh! That is so exciting. Tortoises are so cute. Like, really anything is just like adorable. I love animals. Um, but yeah. What kind of tortoise is it? Oh my gosh. When the eyes don't work the way you want them to. I'm gonna go ahead and start over. Sukata Taurus was planning on getting a Russian one, but was absolutely bigger than the others. Understandable. Actually, did you know there is an elderly man in Japan and every day him and his big tortoise go for big walks around the city and by noon they get back home to eat? Aw, that's adorable. Yeah, I can imagine. Especially depending on how old it is. Like, tortoises can live for like a really long time and get like huge. Right, that is always the most important factor, is that as long as they are taken well, well taken care of. Alright, you're good, Sniper. Awesome, welcome back, Sniper. I think you mentioned that at one point. Chameleons are so hard to take care of, like, correctly. Because they're really fragile. Like, if you don't keep their environment at the right humidity, like, if they're just a little bit too humid or a little bit not humid, then they're like, I don't exist anymore. Which is really sad, but, like, that is actually one of the more difficult reptiles to take care of, like especially for beginners. So it's kind of like, why are they available in pet stores? They really shouldn't be. Um, you know, because like in a best case scenario, we probably wouldn't have pet stores, just because of how most of those animals are sourced. But yeah, I won't get onto that topic. What are you doing, Pupper? What you doing? Oh, hi. I love that, like, she literally just turned to lick my nose and then went back to what she was doing. I appreciate that, Wolfie. I'm kind of torn. I don't know. Like, the eyes don't feel right, but I'm also kind of trying to base it on, one moment here. Trying to sort of base it on this GIF. Actually, what's funny is that whenever you see a moth or fly flying around, you would take her out of the enclosure and you'd put her next to the bug and she would slowly crawl and catch it with her tongue. So, just for future reference, it's not ideal to feed pet reptiles insects that are just around and about, because sometimes that can expose your pet to different pesticides and herbicides. Not to say that you could have known that or anything, like, so like I don't fault you for that. Just sort of like a fun fact for anybody who might consider getting a reptile in the future or anything. Like, they'll get bigger the more space they have. Oh, yeah, some reptiles grow with their environment. I think as far as reptiles go, it's not necessarily that they grow with their environment as much as they continue to grow, and you need to make sure that you have an enclosure for them that is an appropriate size. Because there are so many, like, I'll just use iguanas as an example. Like, there are so many iguanas that people are keeping in enclosures that are the same length as the iguana, from like the tip of their nose to the tip of their tail, and that is way too tiny. Like, would you want to be in like a room that's the length from like the tip of your toes to the top of your head? I don't think I'd be very content with that. Yeah, like, iguanas, no exaggeration, get to be about 6 or 7 feet long, depending on, like, if they make it to their full size. Oh, monitor lizards are so cute. You're talking about the ones that are, like, sort of like black and white, or like black and sort of like an off-white yellow, I think? Or are you talking about different ones? Hi, Pupper. Now she has her head up under my arm. I am actually kind of surprised that I can draw like this. You are so cute. You are so cute being right here like this. You just want to help, don't you? You're so helpful. Thank you. I don't know specifics on that, but I can definitely understand why they would be illegal, because they're an invasive species there. Because that is one downside of... Oh my gosh! Thank you, Dark. So, Dark Ecliptic Heart just cheered 100 bits because he's amazing. Thank you. I'm doing pretty great. Working on new emote tonight. Like, I'm not... Like, I feel like the eyes are off, but I also don't usually draw eyes in this particular position, so, like, it could just be because, like, I haven't finished yet, plus they're only, like, half done, so, like, as more details are there, I think it will look a little less awkward, but it's based on this gif of Michael Jackson eating popcorn, like the meme. I'm here with my co-host, Hoki. She is my computer chair co-pilot, and she is resting her head on my desk right now and being super cute. Isn't that right? You're being the cutest right now. She's looking up at me like, I just want cuddles. And I'm like, I would, but I'm trying to draw right now. Thriller Kurisu. That's a little too intense, I think. At least as far as, like, dancing or whatever. It's not really a thing I do. Right? Like, this is a lot more mellow than some of the stuff that has played previously. Oh, you're totally fine. It's always more fun to draw with friends. Because, like, one thing that I've always enjoyed, but I've only... What was that noise? Hoki's over here smacking her lips together, apparently. Zombie Kurisu dancing like Michael Jackson in the music video. Oh my gosh. That sounds like way too much animation work. I don't have the patience for that. Because, like, it's funny, because there are songs that I have legitimately considered, like, you know, it'd be kind of cool to animate that. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. That is way too much effort for the amount of time I don't have to put into that. Right? Because, like, it's cool because there are some programs, like, I don't think people really use it anymore, but they're, like, people used to use Adobe Flash, for, like, Flash animations. That's kind of been phased out. But, like, it was cool because you could do certain things where, like, you could set it to, like, auto animate from, like, one shape and, like, transition to, like, another shape that you had, and, like, just things like that to make it easier. Like, just as one single example. But, like, I never really used that program, like, because I didn't have a copy of it. I guess I could have, but I just never made the effort. Like, animation is very cool in theory, but I just don't have the patience for it. It's kind of one of those things where it's like, like, you say you want to do something and you're like, start doing it, and then you're like, I don't want to do this anymore. Oh my gosh. See, that's the thing though, because I don't know which song would really fit Kurisu. Because, like, there's, like, not a huge variety of songs that I've considered. But, like, I don't know. And then there's also the issue where, like, I don't know. Like, I don't want to say this the way it's going to come across, but, like, with so many different artists, like, being revealed to be, like, problematic, it's like, do I really want to put this much effort into something that I might unknowingly get canceled for later just because I never knew that person was a problem? Because it's like, there are some people who have the viewpoint of, oh, well, you just need to separate the artist from their music. But it's like, well, with the way everything is set up, like with streaming and like royalties and everything, even if you like listen to that person's music, technically they are theoretically profiting off of that, even if, like, I don't know, right? It's so hard to not get canceled. And like, that's even for people who like don't do anything wrong, and like people who legitimately are the least problematic people ever can get like caught in the crossfire just because it's like, oh, well, you were friends with this person, so you can't be trusted anymore. And it's like, well, what if that person legitimately didn't know? Because, like, there are a lot of people I'm friends with that I don't know every detail about their life. So, that's just my 2 cents. Right? Like, it is so just like, I don't want to say it's cutthroat, but it's like nowadays you get accused of like anything and everything. So it's like, I don't know. Like, I'll use AI art as an example because it's not something that I support. And like, I don't know. Like, there are so many people who are out here. Oh my gosh, you're silly, sniper. Um, but like with AI art, like it's so stupid because we have people out here calling themselves artists because they wrote, like, typed a description into a search bar basically, and it's like, I'm sorry, but that is not impressive. And for anybody who has put the effort into learning how to draw or paint or write or whatever, nobody in those areas is ever going to be impressed by anything that was created through AI. Because it wasn't even created, it was just like sampled from hundreds or thousands of different, like, examples, if not more. Most of which were sourced without permission. So it's like, it's not cool to support AI. Like, I would say the only way I would be in support of anything AI would be if somebody coded their own sort of algorithm or whatever and then like gave that program art or music or whatever that was only sourced from people who gave permission for that to be done. Like, because otherwise it just seems really unethical. Yeah, and that's actually something that's like really disappointing because it's like in theory, it's neat because it can look good, but a lot of times, like, I don't know. It's just because of the concept behind it, I'm not really a fan. Just trying to like think of an example like of exactly what I mean because sorry, I'm also trying to focus on working on this because I keep getting distracted. Um I don't know cuz as far as AI goes, like if it's something that was put together for like I don't know, like I don't even want to say the stuff that was put together for amusement anymore because like there are so many things that are in place that could just cause problems and it's hard for me to support it because like there were some things that I used to think were amusing, like when they would show AI like hours of footage from like a TV show for instance, and then they would basically have it write its own version where it's just like complete nonsense. So Hunter just used my hydrate redeem. Tonight I am drinking my fake chai tea latte with oat milk. Alright, and that portion of our stream was staying hydrated with Kurisu. Yay, hydration! Also, fun fact, I don't really care for regular milk. Like, it's weird because I only recently tried oat milk, like within the last couple of years, and it's actually my favorite out of the milk options that are available. Well, see, the reason why I say it's the fake chai tea latte is because the latte, the milk portion, is not real milk. It's my fake milk. But, like, I'll be upfront about that. It's more of a flavor thing. It's not because of any sort of, like, I don't know. Like, it's not a not consuming animal products thing. It's I just prefer the oat milk. No milk, no cheese. Oh my gosh. Well, see, cause like I like ice cream. I can do mozzarella cheese on my pizza or in my quiche or whatever, but like I don't really care for like any other variety of cheese that I've had. Um, Milk just tastes really slimy. That's like the only way I can describe it. Like it just tastes really slimy and I don't care for it. Um, cuz like I can do strawberry milk because it has the strawberry flavor to distract me from the I'll call it a texture. Um, but yeah, pizza already has cheese. Well, not if you don't make it with cheese on it. I cannot imagine making a pizza without cheese. Yeah, like it's just like milk is so gross. That said, what do you mean? Well, see, because I only get the whole milk. If I do get milk, it's whole milk, like I don't know what percent, but yeah, because yes, it is. Like, it's not like super slimy. It just has like hints of sliminess to it. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to imagine the milk so that I can sort of picture and explain this. It could be because of like the fat content in the milk. What does slime taste like other than milk? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So, um, that might be a new unplanned emote. Um, I don't know. Milk upsets my stomach a little bit sometimes. It doesn't give me that outcome, but um yeah. Anyway, Dark, in response to what you said, "Oh, I think I might have read that wrong cuz I read it as what slime doesn't taste like milk." And I'm just thinking like I'm just imagining like a slime, like the low-level monster, and it tastes like milk. Oh my gosh. What are you talking about, Sniper? Slimes are good for leveling up, but taste like milk. Oh my gosh. Somebody please make note of this. Once my emotes are finished, I am definitely making a new sticker that's the milk flavored slime, but please remind me because I'll totally forget otherwise. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Like, it just sucks though, because, like, I can't even print stickers now. Plays the Popeye spinach music after chugging milk slime. Oh no! You're not supposed to chug the slime! It just tastes like milk. You don't drink it. Oh my gosh. You're all ridiculous. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Cookies always did go good with slimes. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So the milk slime is gonna just be surrounded by cookies. Like, that's what it's just gonna be like sitting on a pile of cookies. Like eating cookies with slime. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Once again, learning new things on Kurisu's stream. Yeah, you never know what you're gonna learn here. Tonight everybody learned that slimes taste like milk. And... oh my god. Oh my gosh. things on the wrong layer, but it's simple enough. I'm just gonna go ahead and condense all of that. Oh my gosh, Popper. What are you trying to do right now? I see. So sometimes when I sit up too far, like too far forward on my chair, she will get the bright idea to curl up and lay down behind me, and she doesn't have room for that. She makes room anyway, though, so it works out for her. This slime is good for the slime bones. There's no bones in the slime. There shouldn't be anyway, unless it's like decomposing something. Can you imagine sneezing with slime milk in the mouth? Oh no! Oh no! I imagine that being kind of like you know when you're sick and everything's just like TMI, like really like mucusy, and you sneeze and it's just everywhere. Like I imagine it being like that, except it tastes like milk. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You're all amazing. Pupper, what on earth are you doing? There's not room for you to do this. I never said that. Quit quoting me. Quit quoting me wrong. Makes you think slime milking being the same texture as oh no. Oh no. Give me a moment while I like recalibrate. Oh my gosh. So yeah, fun fact, I'm very visual and unfortunately really good at like imagining the way certain things would smell or feel or look or whatever. And I just kind of like experienced that, and it was a bad time because I'm not a huge fan of like really slimy textures unless I'm like in a mindset where I want to feel something like that, which is not typical. Like I'm not a huge fan of aloe because it's like it's nice when you first put your hand into a big pile of it, but then you go to take it out and it's still on your hand. Like that's a problem. Dragon OCs are awesome until awesome to have until you have to draw them looking forward. Yeah, that's fair. that is probably, like, that's one of the few times when I will turn my symmetry tool on, because dragons have so much detail, especially if you're dealing with a character with lots of spikes or spines or whatever. Like, 100%, I recommend the symmetry. To be fair, you tried to make a smoothie with aloe and thought, oh, it's gonna be good, like those drinks, and it's like indescribable. And I know exactly what you probably experienced, and it's definitely indescribable, but not in a good way. Did you have, or did you add coconut milk? It contains coconut jelly. I don't like coconut milk. Actually, I take that back. I've never had coconut milk. I don't like coconut water. Like, the only coconut product that I will, like, kind of regularly use is coconut oil. I tend to use that when I am cooking certain things. Like, it's really great with popcorn. I really enjoy popcorn cooked in coconut oil because it kind of adds a little bit of extra flavor to it. But, like, the coconut oil is a lot more subtle in flavor versus a lot of the other coconut products. No coconut chocolates then? No, I haven't had those. Have you ever somehow converted smell into taste? That's awful. I'm sorry, Sniper. Um, on that note, one thing that I will compare, and I'm hoping that I don't ruin anything for anybody. So, like, um, I'm trying to remember exactly what seasoning it is. I think it might be chili powder, maybe. Not 100%. But there's like a combination of spices that are usually on seasoned fries. And, like, for whatever reason, there is like a certain variety of like body odor that, like, when that hits my nose just right, it like translates as like something similar to that, even though it's like completely not the same, and it like makes me gag a little bit. But I don't like seasoned fries anymore because of that. It's a bad time. So yeah, I don't know if that's exactly what you meant, but I can kind of relate to the concept. I'm not familiar with those drinks, Wolfie. You had a young coconut and the water tasted like bleach. Oh no, that's awful. Yeah, like it doesn't make any sense. Like it's a bad time. It's such a bad time. Like I'm imagining the different spices and which ones might be in that mix. Like I think it's probably a combination between the chili powder and cumin maybe. But it's not a good combination, and it reminds me a lot of BO. It's a bad time. If you go to some stores, oh, it's just like the pulp and the drink of sweetness. Is there pulp in it? Because I don't do pulp. It doesn't matter how flavorful it is or how great, I don't do pulp. So like my orange juice, like just as an example, is always pulp free. No, it's not that at all. Like I'm actually like hypersensitive to smells. But it's like certain things just have like, I don't know. Chunky juice is also a no-go. Like the only way I would have juice that was chunky would be if it was like frozen and it was in like slushy form. Hey, welcome to Chat Equinox. Well, do you prefer to go by Equinox or Primus? Regardless, welcome. Tonight we are working on some new channel emotes. Right now I am working on my popcorn emote, which is roughly based on this gif of Michael Jackson eating popcorn. Let's see, you might have hated the bistro you went to for lunch today. See, it's weird because like fish smells don't bother me. Like seafood doesn't bother me. It's only when it's like everyone calls you Nox. Okay. Oh, that's right. You've been here before. I remember that. I'm sorry that I didn't remember. It's been a long while since I've streamed. So thanks for reminding me. But yeah, as far as fish smells, like I'm more bothered by like decomposing fish, if that makes sense. Like if it's dead fish and it smells like it's been sitting there a while, that's definitely a bad smell that I can't deal with. But like just fish in general is usually fine. You only season fries with pepper and sea salt. Yeah, sometimes it's easier to keep things simple. Also, for anybody joining us, say hello to my co-pilot, Hoki. She's going to give us some kisses. She loves everybody. And right now she's trying to eat my mic. She's my pupper, and she is having a good time tonight. It's been a while. I don't remember quite how long it's been since Nox was here. I think that might have been back when I was doing a playthrough of something. I don't remember if it was Spyro or Sonic, but that kind of feels right. Please correct me if I'm wrong if you happen to remember. But yeah, I know it's been a while. agree with you, Dark. I think my all-time favorite, though, well, I won't say my all-time favorite, because whenever I listen to music, like I don't have a favorite song, like in any genre, but like I have a group of favorites that I like kind of play on repeat together. I think you were originally named Crimson Nox, but then deleted the channel and made a new one, Equinox Primus. Okay, yeah, that name does sound familiar. But yeah, Starlight Zone is pretty good. I think my favorites are probably, like, I've always loved the Flying Battery Zone, as well as the Marble Zone, which that's the one everybody knows, because like I'm pretty sure that is one that played on like the preview loop of the original Sonic game. Oh, why are you sad? Yeah, it does. Let me see if I can find a version of that song. Watch, this is gonna be the part of my stream that gets muted during the replay. One moment here. No, I don't want this to play. Okay, good, it didn't default. Alright, so I'm gonna pause. What are you doing, Pupper? Alright, so I'm gonna pause this one and open this. Skip the ad. So yeah, this is the song I was just referencing. 100% one of my favorite Sonic songs. Like I said though, I'm only gonna play through this once because it's probably going to mute my audio for this portion because of copyright. But it'll be okay. It won't mute it during the stream, but like when I have the replay afterwards, this portion probably won't have any audio. Lettuce. Drawing me with what's going on her head. Oh my gosh, I love it. Slap cheese on it. Oh no, not the cheese. So yeah, there's totally like 3 or 4 other songs that I want to play after this one, but I'm not going to, just because of copyright reasons. But another one is, I'm gonna pronounce it both ways because I don't know the correct pronunciation. So like, there is, let me turn the other music back on. So there is Hydro City, which may also be pronounced Hydrocity. And I'm not sure. Yeah, see, Dark knew exactly what I was talking about because nobody knows how the proper way to pronounce that one is. But everybody's like, that's the one. That is the best song. Which, like, that's one of them that I will claim as one of the best. But, like I said, I don't have favorites. I just have, like, a group that is all my collective favorite. So let's see. There's Hydro City. There's... See, I always preferred the first one, but I like how it transitions from the first zone into the second. Let's see, Flying Battery Zone, and then I also really enjoy, like, I really like most of the music from Sonic the Hedgehog, honestly, because it's composed really well. Like, there are songs that I like more than others, but I would say with confidence that all of them are amazing. Um, and I don't say that like just to be like, oh, it's just like cool because it's retro or whatever. No, like it's actually composed really well in my opinion. Cuz like back then there wasn't really any dialogue or anything, so in order to keep games interesting, they had to have a decent soundtrack. Um let's see, what others are there? I really like Casino Night from the second game. Kind of jazzy. Um, let's see. The Metropolis Zone is like for that era, like it was really like hardcore. Sonic 3 original final boss music was good. It was. Actually though, I am gonna have you confirm. You'll be back. Gonna grab some coffee to wake up. You're good. Alright, I think we're back. Sorry about that, everyone. That was unexpected. Like, that just came out of nowhere. I'm not sure what went wrong, but I think we're back up and running now. I hate when I accidentally hit the little cheer icon when I'm trying to hit my emotes, and it's like, you can't cheer in your own channel. And I'm like, Twitch, I'm not trying to cheer in my own channel. I'm just trying to send emotes. But yeah, we are back. Oh no, not the ads. Alright, so I'm gonna adjust this eye a little bit because I feel like it is a little bit too far to the right. I always liked the character selection screen from Sonic 3. Pretty sure that's what this is. Oh, it says file select. Sorry. Alright, see you soon, Hunter. Just has kind of like a tropical sort of vibe to it. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, Hunter. It's probably because everything kind of crashed out for a second. Um, Everything seems to be up and running now. Oh my gosh. So Hunter got multiple sets of ads and Wolfie didn't get any. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Sniper. I think my channel might not like you. And I am so sorry because you never did anything to deserve that. You want lemon lime soda. Oh my gosh. Wow, had some kind of network error. Thankfully, ads are here to let you know that things are coming back to normal. Yeah, that was really unexpected and I don't know what happened. It was probably just karma coming along to be like, hey, you're not allowed to listen to music you like on your stream because that's a copyright problem. That's why I've been listening to remixes instead, because it's kind of a workaround. So far it seems to work out. Looks like Icy used my hydrate redeem. Tonight I am drinking some fake chai tea latte. I say it's fake because the oat milk is fake milk. But yeah, one moment. Alright, and that portion of our stream was staying hydrated with Kurisu. Yay, hydration! No! Don't die in the void, Sniper, I like you! Yeah, it is. Right now I am on a channel on YouTube that plays remixes of Sonic the Hedgehog music. Just before everything crashed for a moment, I played the song from the Flying Battery Zone, because we were talking about like which ones are our favorites, and I'm like, ooh, this one. This is the one that comes to mind right now. Yeah, I totally agree. I would say Sonic the Hedgehog as a genre, not as a game, because I say that because like the way the games are set up, and like the fact that I don't want to just single out one game as my favorite Sonic game. But yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog is definitely in my top 3. I would say my top 3 are probably not in any particular order: Sonic the Hedgehog, Spyro the Dragon, and Pokemon. A few runners up are Rayman, Sly Cooper, and I really enjoyed the Portal series. I also really enjoyed Half-Life, even though I've unfortunately not finished that one. When I was first playing Half-Life, I was on a PC that couldn't handle it, so I never actually ended up finishing the story because I got stuck somewhere that wouldn't load properly. Sonic Universe, one of the most controversial series to be called furry. Oh my gosh. Well, you know, everything Sonic is canon though. All of it. They even confirmed that themselves. Hold on, let me find it. Yeah, of course, right now I can't find the, there it is. Oh my gosh. Let me just open this image in a new tab so that I can link. Oh no, I accidentally closed the tab. That is the downside of having Pupper on my lap. I'm not gonna send that link in chat, never mind. Just because it's a bit long, so I don't feel comfortable putting that in there. Pupper doesn't want you sharing this info. Yeah, it's too much for the world to know. Pupper is the keeper of secrets. But there was a post from the official Sonic the Hedgehog page. I forget if it was on Twitter or somewhere else, but the post literally just says everything is canon. But yeah. You've never played through Half-Life, but you've played a little bit and it seems really messed up. Yeah, I can respect that opinion. I just really enjoy games that are made by Valve because they have a great sense of humor. It's really sarcastic and sort of witty, which is kind of what I'm really into. Kind of a dry sense of humor, but in a good way. Talking about Sonic, are you excited about the new Sonic movie coming out? Yes. I am ecstatic and hopefully plan on going opening night, because I forget, I need to look into when that is actually, but that's definitely on my list of movies that I'm going to watch. Oh, and the live action of How to Train, what? What? I didn't know that was a thing. I hope it actually follows the story and they don't just do whatever they feel like. Half-Life is 99 cents right now on Steam. I would totally buy it if I didn't already have it. Actually, did you know Monster Hunter and Sonic did a collaboration? I think I remember that. Cause yeah. I don't remember which was which. But well, could the Palicos and the Palamutes both be either one, or was it like one was Sonic and one was Tails? I don't remember. Because I've never played Monster Hunter, it's just stuff that I sort of saw in passing. It's too long to put it in there, but that's what she said. Oh my gosh, Dark. You meant messed up in a good way. Okay, I can respect that. Sonic 3 is a must-see for me. You know, it would be the coolest thing ever if we could all go to see the movie together. That would be really fun. But like, I know everybody's from like all over the place, so it'd be really hard. Let's see. What is your favorite go-to weapon on Monster Hunter? Okay, that was a question for Sniper. Longsword. For Rise and Sunbreak. They're supposedly going exactly how it looks. Okay, that is amazing. I might look into that. But then again, like, it looked the same way with Avatar, and apparently they had some deviations in the story. I haven't watched the live action yet. That one's on Netflix? Question mark? Have to verify. Like, I still plan on watching it. I just haven't yet because there were a lot of complaints. But then again, like, there's a lot of really hardcore fans with that series, so it's hard to make everybody happy. Live action How to Train Your Dragon follows the OG story, but it's being canceled because the actress playing Astrid is not white. Oh my gosh. That is ridiculous. Because, like, in some ways I can understand, like, if people care about, like, the actress matching the original visual appearance of the character. But at the same time, I think it's more important for the actress to be somebody who fits the personality of that character. That's just the way I see it. Because, like, you can have somebody who looks identical to a character and them not have the personality. So, like, I don't know. I see both sides of the argument, but I'm more focused on the person portraying the character to, like, portray, like, the actions and mannerisms and, like, overall, like, persona of that character more than, like, looking exactly the same. I don't know. Alright, I am really hoping... Pepper, what are you doing? Are you licking my chair or are you trying to chew on it? Stop that. Stop. Stop. Nope, no. I don't know why you're licking the chair, but you need to stop it. She probably found crumbs from snacks that I've eaten. Unfortunately, I'm really messy. Alright, right now I'm trying to make sure that kind of reads as popcorn from far away. I think it'll probably be fine once I add color. She likes the taste of the chair because it doesn't taste slimy. Oh no! Oh no! I'm trying to remember. I know it's further north. I don't know specifically which country or region it's supposed to be based on, Hunter. Well, the last time we played was... Oh, you're talking about Monster Hunter still. Oh my gosh. Pupper, what are you doing? Would you please stop licking my chair? You're being weird. I think she's probably trying to entertain herself because she's up on my chair and she doesn't want to get down because she knows that if she gets down, I probably won't help her back up right now. When doggo can taste color. Maybe. My chair isn't super colorful, but it is vibrant. What are you doing, baby girl? That's enough chair for now. It's not part of a balanced diet for a good pupper. Aw, that was a big yawn. You wear yourself out like in the chair? Weirdo. Oh my gosh. Um, I think, based on research, because like I adopted both of my dogs from the shelter. Hokey, the smaller pupper here, I think is either a Staffordshire Bull Terrier or a Staffordshire Bull Terrier mixed with something similar. Um, but like as far as height, facial structure, like muscle density, etc., I'm pretty sure she fits that description. Hambone, my bigger dog, I'm not entirely sure. He is an interesting mix. Visually speaking, he looked like, so the two combinations that fit based on his size and appearance, I'm thinking either like a boxer mixed with a greyhound, or potentially a smaller variety of pit bull mixed with a Great Dane. But I honestly don't know with him. Not part of a balanced diet. Yeah. I try to make sure that my doggos have a balanced diet. Right now, unfortunately, they are eating dog food, but I plan on transitioning them to something a bit better when I can afford it. But yeah, because I do get the healthier sort of food for them, like, because I know that Nutro isn't like the best dog food, but as far as a higher quality dog food that I can get just about anywhere, that's usually the one I go with. Never mind, you remember. Okay, you're talking about Monster Hunter still. That's enough chair for now. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Like, between the two of them, I think Koki might potentially not be a mix. I don't know. But, like, there's no way to really guarantee one way or the other without doing, like, DNA tests, which I'm opposed to. Because, like, knowing how they use some of that information for people, like, who knows how they're using that for information about your pets? Like, and they can't consent to that, so I'm not going to do that, especially because I don't really care, like, what breeds they are beyond, like, knowing what type of potential health risks they could run into, or, like, what their daily needs are. Like, beyond that, I don't think it really matters too much. But yeah. Sorry about that, everybody. I hope I didn't startle anyone. That was a sneeze. I apologize. It was one of those ones that was like really unexpected and just kind of came out of nowhere. Hey, that is enough chair. What did I just tell you? Now she's wagging her tail. She knows she's in trouble, but she knows that I'm not gonna be too harsh because I'm trying. Here, you get down for a little bit. Thank you. Why don't you go play with your toys? Here, you want your zebra? You want your zebra toy? Where's the squeaker? Did you break it? Oh, there it is. Chair must taste good. I don't know why. Like I was saying before, the only reason I could think that she wants to eat my chair is because there's probably crumbs in it. Oh, thank you. I just saw the bless you messages. Oh no. My sneeze made the lag longer. Welcome back, Sniper. Also, I totally just realized we haven't really done a whole lot of Q&A, even though I put that in the description tonight. If you all have any questions, I am more than happy to answer just about anything. All I ask is that you make sure the questions are appropriate. So like, if you wouldn't ask it in front of HR at work, please don't ask it in the stream. What other food items taste like slime? No, the food items don't taste like slime. The slime tastes like the food items. You gotta get it right, Dark. So we established tonight that slimes, like the little monsters in fantasy video games, taste like milk. But there is also a variety of slime that tastes like fried chicken. But like, still in the slime texture. The slime's 2% are whole, definitely whole. Slime has to taste. Imagine a D&D run where somebody tries to eat a slime creature just because it could taste good. Oh my gosh. You got so used to drinking 2% that whole tastes like cream now. Oh my gosh. See, like, I don't really drink milk. So, like, as far as having milk on hand, if I do ever have it, it's definitely the whole milk because that's what I would be most likely to cook with. All this slime talk reminds you of the anime Delicious in Dungeon. You know, I haven't seen that one, but I've heard it's really good. Talking about food does make you hungry considering you haven't eaten all day. Oh no! If you have the opportunity, I definitely recommend it. Because eating is one of the best things and it keeps you alive. Alright, I think that's it for our popcorn emote. I don't know. What do you all think? Does it read like The GIF I sent earlier. I'll go ahead and share it again here in chat just in case. Would you agree with the statement dragons have belly buttons? Huh. Most lizards don't have belly buttons because they hatch from eggs, but it's hard to say because it would depend on how the dragon formed. But like I would say in terms of like humanoid characters or like anthro characters, I think it's appropriate to put a belly button if you feel like it fits the character better. Because like visually, characters feel more humanoid if they have a belly button versus if they don't. In most furry art, you think dragons do have belly buttons? Alright, thank you. I just wanted to confirm because, like, sometimes when you're staring at something for long enough, it just doesn't look. No belly button humanoid is clone. Oh no! So this says it's supposed to be the Carnival Night Zone, but it totally doesn't register as that to me for some reason. Cloned furries are always annoying to deal with. When someone steals your OC's design, in other words, yeah. That is, yeah. I'm thankful to say that I haven't dealt with that. But I don't know. I did have somebody once who, like, seemed like they were accusing me of stealing their character ideas when it's like, I'm sorry, I have a fox with natural colors that just happen to have, like, a certain form with feathered wings. And it's like, nice try, but you're gonna have to try a little harder if you want to accuse me of stealing your character. Like, yeah. But the thing is, like, they never, like, out and just said that. It was, like, the way they were wording things was kind of like they were, like, suspicious of it. And it's like, because they said, oh, well, I've had this character for, like, X number of years. And I'm like, I don't care. Like, you can't claim, like, that any fursona with natural colors is a stolen idea. Like, unless you have a character that's literally exactly the same, has the same body type, has the same hairstyle, has the same hair color if applicable, has the same everything, like, you know, it's not something that I think somebody can really argue. Especially because that's not even something I would ever do. Oh my gosh. That's, like, the people who claim that a pose is their idea are just as bad as the people who claim that color palettes belong to them. Like, I have seen some really ridiculous things in the art community, and I hate to break it to everybody, but you don't own anything in terms of, like, basic art fundamentals. Like, I'm sorry, the way you do your lighting or your shading doesn't belong to you. Even, like, your own art style does not specifically belong to you. Like, somebody could literally duplicate your exact art style as long as they weren't using your characters, and you couldn't do anything about it. Like, that's just the reality of being in the art field. Like, I don't know. It's an interesting place to be. Right? Like, I don't know. Because species is one of those things where, like, generally speaking, I disagree with anybody thinking that they can own a species. Like, as far as, like, so I'm gonna back up a little bit. So there's this concept of quote unquote closed species within the furry community, and my understanding basically is that, like, you have to have you have to have permission from the creator to be able to create a character of that species. But it's like, you know, who is going to police that? Are you going to, like, sue somebody for creating a character using the species that you feel is unique to whatever you made? 9 times out of 10 are just like a hybrid between 2 or 3 animals that are common hybrids anyway. Like, yeah. You've never drawn truly, but you got inspiration. Tried a couple dancing on the beach with a sunset view. Oh, that's awesome, Wolfie. I'm not 100%. Are you in my Discord server? Because you're welcome to share that in our art channel if you want. If you're not part of the server, please feel free to reach out if you want to join, and I can send you an invite link. And that goes for anybody else too. Like, if anybody wants to join my Discord, you are more than welcome to reach out. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Sorry. Like, I'm not super active, unfortunately, on my Discord just because I'm super busy all the time. I try to interact when I can. Like, I just feel bad because, like, sometimes I'm like, I forget who all's here. But yeah, like, you are more than welcome to share that if you'd like. And then as far as, like, if anybody else wants to join, you're always more than welcome to reach out. I don't mind sharing an invite link with people. That said, I don't share links in chat here on Twitch because I feel like that makes it more likely for bots to join our server, and we don't like bots. So that's kind of just like my attempt at having a bit of a deterrent. But yeah, I don't think I have time to really work on another emote tonight. Let's see, the others. So it was popcorn, yay, and sobbing. So we'll do the crying emote and or the yay emote tomorrow. Hopefully we'll have time to do both. Sorry, I got like tongue-tied there for a second. But yeah, if you guys can all just like remind me tomorrow, that way we know we're gonna do crying and yay. And those are both going to be animated. When I say animated, I mean the default animations on Twitch. I do not mean that I will be animating them personally, because like I said, I don't have the patience for that right now. But yeah, do we have any questions for Q&A before I wrap up? Whoa, can give sloppy kisses before going off. Um, you learned enough. That's fair. We learned a lot tonight about slimes and their affinity for tasting like milk. Okay, come here, poppers. Come here, baby girl. You want to give everybody kisses to go go good night? Come here. Poppers. Give everybody some sloppy kisses. Alright, thank you. Tell everybody good night. Alright, and that was Hokey. What about cottage cheese? I have only had cottage cheese once. I was a toddler and somebody told me it was ice cream. I have not eaten it since. And surprisingly, that is not the story as to why I don't like cheese. That's a story for a different time. Yeah. Like, I don't even remember what it tastes like. I just know that it was definitely not ice cream. And I have not tried it again. I'm trying to think, because someone recently recommended using it with something. I don't think it was yogurt. I think somebody recommended cooking eggs with cottage cheese. And that sounds really disgusting to me, but I don't know. Because, like, there are sometimes things that you cook together that taste okay and that surprises you. Cottage cheese and pineapple. Those are two things that I don't really like. Like, I say I don't like them because like I said, I had the bad experience with cottage cheese, but I don't know what it tastes like. But pineapple is, like, real hit or miss for me because I have to be in the mood for pineapple to want to eat pineapple, which is really rare. It's the same with peaches. And yay for sloppy kisses. Hopefully from Doggo and not some random human pet. Oh my god! No, I don't have any random human pets living with me. Oh my gosh. Runny eggs over rice. You know, I've never had that. Eggs are definitely great with just about everything though. I say that meaning like things that are either like you said, like rice or like, you know, things that are more like neutral or savory. Like one thing that surprised me, egg is actually a really great topper for hamburgers. Like if anybody hasn't tried that, I recommend it. As far as cooking that, like I made them kind of like personally I prefer to like scramble my eggs up a little bit, but like in that particular instance I made sure that they cooked so that they were like more of like an egg patty sort of, so it could just go on top of the hamburger. Egg bacon, oh, egg bacon and avocado on burger. You know, I don't really have a lot of experience with avocado. I've tried it a couple times. It didn't taste the way I anticipated, but it wasn't a bad flavor. I just remember it being kind of bland, which is good. Because, like, I do actually enjoy things that are bland. Avocado is a substitute for rice.
This place looks like a deserted mine of some kind. Most of it's
That's
underwater
interesting.
now.
But yeah, like I've only had avocado like once or twice. I'm trying to think how I would describe it because it was like the texture kind of reminded me of not quite like a pear, like a little bit softer than a pear, but like similar to a pear. So like that said, I don't know if it was like too ripe or not, or like if it was ripe enough. I really don't know. But like it was Ironically, I would say avocado does have a slimy taste. We'll see, cause like I wouldn't have said it was like slimy though, cause like like when I think of things being slimy, I think of them like being slippery, if that makes sense. One of the few fruits that have fat. I'm trying to think of like different ones. Like ceviche? Am I pronouncing that right? I'm not familiar with it. Alright, also, these are our emotes so far. You can disregard the ones over here that are kind of just placeholders. Pretty happy with what we have so far. Like I mentioned, oh, I'm gonna scoot this over just a little bit because I realized that my picture is in the way of the one we did tonight. Is that over far enough? Let me check the screen here. Not quite. Yeah, so we're just gonna cover the first emote we made so that one's visible. Thanks, Wolfie. Awesome. So yeah, do we have any recommendations for a raid tonight? That said, like if you want, like I can still hang out for a few more questions if we want to do Q&A. But I plan on leaving pretty soon. Let's see, as far as people who are online right now. Thanks for stopping by, Sniper. Yeah, I did do the frog emoji. Like, because I was really torn about that one, because I'm like, you know, it doesn't look as much like a frog because I decided to have the hair more visible. But then I'm like, well, I think once we add color, it should be time. Or, sorry, I saw your message, Sniper, that said raid time. I think it should be fine once we get the color added to the frog emote. But yeah. So as far as the people we have streaming right now, we have Mythic Duo working on art. We have Kurisu Chan doing just chatting right now. I like to raid their channels sometimes because our names are really similar. Like, it probably sounds horrible saying it like that, but like, I see that name on my list and I'm like, ooh, I want to raid that one. We have so much in common, we should be friends. But like, I barely know that person aside from like a handful of streams that that we've had. Oh no, I'm getting ready to raid pretty soon. Just kind of rambling, trying to figure out who to raid. Looks like Joseph Burke Arts is working on art. Sarah Shover is just chatting. Internet soulmates are awesome to have. Yeah, I've come across a few in my lifetime. And it's always like, oh my gosh, I feel like I've always known you, even though we've been talking for a half hour. And like, usually it's like platonic, like just friends, like just to be clear on that one. But like, yeah. It's always nice to meet somebody who you actually mesh well with. I'm gonna stick around and play this song. Sorry, everyone. I'm sure you're all super excited to see who we end up rating. But this song is just like really nostalgic. Because, like, this is the. Like, it's interesting because with the Sonic the Hedgehog games, when they had multiplayer, like, most of the levels that they did a multiplayer version of, yeah, it is Sonic 2. Like, like I was saying, like, they did a different version for most of the ones that were 2-player. Because this is the Emerald Hill Zone, which is like the first level in Sonic 2, but it's the multiplayer version. Yay, lettuce! But yeah, I just remember when I was younger, I used to always like try to beg my parents to play multiplayer with me because I didn't have anybody to play with. Because like growing up, I was an only child for the majority of my childhood, so yeah, that was an adventure. And obviously with that type of game you can't really play multiplayer by yourself. Most of the 2-player songs were recycled from songs that weren't approved for the main game. That actually makes a lot of sense. Yeah, because I remember, like, I think it was the Hidden Palace Zone. I could be wrong on that. Now I'm gonna have to look this up. I'm sorry, everyone. Let's see. Cancelled Sonic the Hedgehog levels. So it looks like 3 of them, 4 of them that come up. No, I'm not going to read that one because that's the AI overview that Google wants to offer, and I'm not going to buy into that. So we're going to go to the Sonic Wiki zone. Cancelled video games, demos, and pitches. No, that's not what I'm looking for. But yeah. Well, that page was not useful. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 scrapped levels. Okay, so yeah, Hidden Palace Zone was one. Let's see, during the development of Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for the Sega Mega Drive, the number of levels were planned which were not completed in time for the final game. Some are more infamous than others. It has the Hidden Palace Zone and Wood Zone were to some degree playable and featured in the printed press, while Genocide City was referenced in-game by several known Sonic 2 prototype builds. However, there are many more that did not make it past the design stage or were radically overhauled by the time the game was released. Some exist only as names in developer notes, while others were partially completed. Oh, thanks for the follow! the... How do you pronounce that? Is that silver? Not sure. I agree. Hidden Palace is one of those ones where it's like, well, why didn't they just go ahead and finish that one? I think they did end up incorporating that one in the third game, though, if I remember correctly. I apologize, everybody. I got distracted reading this page. I will go ahead and link this here in chat just in case anybody is interested about deleted levels from Sonic the Hedgehog 2. At one point, Sonic 2 had a time travel component where each zone would have a future and past zone, but it was too much work, so they dropped the idea and it was later used in Sonic CD. Yeah, I knew about that in Sonic CD, but I didn't know it was originally planned to be in Sonic 2, so that's very interesting. I'm guessing it was probably just beyond what they were able to handle programming-wise. I don't know, maybe not. Or maybe it's just something where they didn't have enough time to get it programmed correctly. But it is actually a really interesting concept because I won't go into specifics because I don't want it to be a spoiler. But basically, like, my understanding is that each of the... Yeah, it was unexpected and I kind of just got on a tangent, but now we're talking about Sonic the Hedgehog, which is like one of my special interests, so we might be here all night. I might call off work tomorrow. We'll just talk about Sonic the rest of the night. I'm half joking, but you know, depending on how this goes. By the way, I don't recommend calling off work. It's really irresponsible, but I am very burnt out right now, so it might be worth it anyway. I agree. I would definitely play all the deleted levels if I could. Yes, I am half joking. One moment here. I'm actually going to go ahead and change my stream info to just chatting because we are not working on art right now. Oh my gosh! So they also have another just chatting, but it says just catting. I miss my cats. I would totally do that one if I had cats. There was also an ice desert level for Sonic 2 that was later used for Sonic Mania. Yeah, I saw those. I think in Sonic Mania it was named, like, the desert one ended up being the Mirage Saloon, I think. And then I forget what the ice level was. But I know the one you're talking about. You can borrow mine, but you'll have to feed him. He's not into chairs. Aw. That's okay. Hoki can take his spot in my chair. You still need to play through Sonic Mania. I totally 110% recommend it. Like, Sonic Mania is a great addition to the Sonic, I don't know what a group of games is called. Is that a thing? Like, usually, like with music, there's like a discography where it's like, you know, the whole collective of somebody's, their music that they've made, but what's a group of games? Sonic Mania is such a love letter to the OG Sonic fans. I agree completely. Because it's like what all of us were like hoping for literal decades. Because like it is so hard to find good side scrollers, and Sonic just does it perfectly. Like, I could totally be biased in saying that, and you know, feel that way because it's just the first type of side scroller that I played. But like the pacing of the Sonic games, like the designs, the color palettes, like the simplicity, all in combination, just make them really great games. You haven't played any of the new Sonic games? Aw. So, quick question. Do you have them in your Steam library? Oh no, I was asking Dark. Because he was saying that he was sad because he hadn't. Aw! Let me check something real quick. Are we friends on Steam? Huh. I'm not sure if that was a gunshot or fireworks. I guess we'll find out. Usually there's a little bit more of a crackle afterwards if it's fireworks. Yeah. If you want to send me a whisper, I can send you a link to my profile. Like, I'm really not good at adding people on Steam, because like, I only have a handful of friends and everybody has added me, not the other way around, so I don't even know how that works on Steam, because most of the games I play are just single player anyway. So yeah. You should probably add as well. Yeah, if you want to just send me a whisper here on Twitch, I can send you a link to my, I don't know if it's my page or my channel or what it is on Steam. Like I said, I'm like so uninformed on all of that. Alright, I think that's fireworks. I don't know if anybody can hear them or not, but I'm pretty sure it's fireworks. Usually use a friend code on Steam. I see. I forgot that was there. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, I don't use any of the friend stuff either on Steam, and I feel like a jerk, but like at the same time, I don't really have anybody that I play games with, so I don't feel bad. Like, it's kind of one of those things that goes both ways. So I am in the process of getting everybody added. Alright, you're good, Wolfie. Awesome, I got you added, Dark. So, Steam is basically just a place where you can buy games for PC and or launch the games. It just kind of depends. They are notorious for having sales at certain points throughout the year, and everybody always jokes about the Steam sales because they're like usually games that people really want to get, and it's like, it's so cheap. I can't not get that because I really want it, and it's a lot cheaper now than it will be in a month. So I might as well take out a second mortgage on my house to buy these games. I am exaggerating, I don't currently own a home, but I might in a bit, who knows. You have too many games to play. Yeah, I can relate to that. And the frustrating part is that, like, there are so many games that I've gotten because I'm like, oh, that sounds like a really cool idea. Let me just grab that. And then I just end up buying, like, remastered versions of the games that I have previously played and really enjoyed instead. Because it's like, well, I know I really like this game. What if I play that other game and I end up not liking it? Come here, puppers. You can come back up here. Come here. Pupper, come here. Here. Silly. The one time she's being difficult about trying to get up on my chair. Come here. Gotcha. You don't think you can get it on your computer since you barely have any space? Yeah, that's fair. Oh, also, I have like the most exciting story to tell. So, I have never had a dog before that I was able to clip their nails by myself. And I can totally do it with Hoki. Like, she is so mellow. And, like, the only reason I haven't been able to get her front paws is because she keeps trying to lick my hand when I'm holding her paw. And, like, keeps trying to lick the clippers. Otherwise, I would totally be able to do it. Like, because previously, most of the other dogs I've had have been like, no, get away from me. I don't like that. Like, Huey would have tried to eat my face if I tried to clip his claws. So he always got that done whenever we went to the vet. Yeah, like she doesn't mind it at all. She's just like, okay. And like I said, the only reason why I can't get her front paws is because she just wants to give all the kisses. And it's not because she's like trying not to have it done. She's just like, oh, you're right here by my paws. That means you want kisses. No, Hoki, that's not what I need right now. I need your claws to be shorter so they are not scratching through everything. Your chihuahua will give all the licks and stuff too, never bite or grout. That's great. Like, and that's actually really surprising because that is not typically what I hear about chihuahuas. But I think that's probably because a lot of the people who get them think, oh, it's a small dog, they're easy to maintain and take care of. But then, like, a lot of people, like, I say a lot and not everybody because I don't like to stereotype. But like a lot of the people that I've observed having chihuahuas like spoil their pet to the point where that dog is unmanageable. And it's just like, oh no, that's not how you take care of a dog. Like, oh my gosh. Because, like, I don't know, dogs really need to have some amount of routine in their life, otherwise, they can be a little bit much. I see, that makes sense. Pupper. Are you being a good girl? She's like, yeah, I'm being a good girl. I'm sitting here being quiet, aren't I? You're so silly. At least she's not trying to eat my chair anymore. Aww. Right. Oh, I see. You're talking about, for whatever reason, I thought you were talking about your cat because you mentioned him earlier, and then you're like, no, you're talking about the situation with people like not handling their small dog well enough. Well, she's not eating it now, but she was earlier. Like she wasn't actually eating it; she was just licking it, but she was being a weirdo about it. Isn't that right, Popper? Yeah, it's actually really funny though, because it is not leather, I don't think. I'm gonna have to check. It is the Horde Edition chair from Secret Lab. One moment. Fun fact, I have played WoW, but I've never actually been into it enough to warrant getting a chair with the Horde emblem on it. I still really like my chair though because it's comfortable, but I would probably get a different one if I had the option. Because, like, at the time I got it to... I can agree with that. Ooh, Secret Lab has their Black Friday sale. Not getting anything from that right now. Let's see here. Alright, so I am looking into the specs right now and what it's made from. Specifications. No, I don't need a user guide for my chair. I just want to know what it's made out of. You would think that it would say what it's made from. Let's go to the full page that's just product features. It might help also if I made this full screen. Okay, so it says it is a neo hybrid leatherette. So it's not actually leather, it's just kind of like a sort of, I don't know if it's fully synthetic or if it does have some amount of leather in it, I don't know. Okay. So the description is the same rich luster as genuine NAPA leather in the driver's seat of your favorite sports car. Now on your gaming chair, our new generation premium leatherette is 12 times more durable than regular PU leather, so you know it's primed for years of daily use. So based on that wording, it might be... Oh, up at the top of that description it says, feels just like real leather. So I don't think it's actually... What job class would pupper be? Honestly, I could see her being a bard. Not because of like the musical side of things or anything like that, but because she just eats everything. Like if she can fit something in her mouth, she will attempt to eat it. So I have to keep a really close eye on her. But like at the same time, there are certain things that she knows she isn't supposed to eat, so she doesn't try to. But yeah. Oh, careful. Oh, you're talking about in WoW. Let's see. In WoW. So this is gonna be really stupid of a question. But like, when you say job class, do you mean like specifically like the jobs you can learn in WoW, or like just the general class? Oh, ouch. Oh my gosh. So Hambone got excited and Hoki decided to hop down. We're not going outside right now. He just thinks he's going outside because he heard something out there. Yeah, I know. You're looking at me like you think we're going out because he said so, but we're not. Species class. I'm gonna pull this up because I am not familiar enough with WoW to really answer that. Okay, so I did have the right idea. Let's see here. She's really tanky. So, like, I could see her maybe being like a paladin. Right? Yeah, it's almost time for bed. They're used to going to bed around 10 o'clock. So I think they're probably telling me, hey, take us out real quick so that we can get ready for bed. Not because they have to go out, because, like, usually they don't really end up doing anything at night. Because, like, I take them out throughout the day, but it's always, like, a last chance for them to get everything out of their system. But they're probably just like, hey, it's time for bed. Paladin dwarf. I think, as far as species, see, because I don't know enough about the species or the background to say what would fit her. I would say maybe like a Tauren paladin. Like those are the ones that are like the cow people, right? But yeah, like she is really small though, so like I could see potentially dwarf, but like she's really bulky for how small she is. So like oh my gosh. Yeah, can't change doggo routines. So, funny story on that. It was so funny tonight because like Hoki and I were just like sitting on my chair and then like I feed them every night at 7 p.m. That way we can get everything handled before I stream at 8. And at 7:01, she hops down out of the chair, looks up at me, and she's huffing and puffing like, "Oh my gosh, mom, why haven't we eaten yet?" And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, Hoki. Like it hasn't even been a whole minute yet." Is she strong enough to wield the band hammer? Definitely. Um, it's actually really funny because between the two of them, even though Hoki is probably less than half the size of Hambone, she's definitely the stronger of the two of them. Like when they're pulling, like he has the weight behind it because he's a bit heavier than she is because he's a lot bigger, but she is like solid muscle. So she's clearly worthy of the hammer of Mjolnir. I always like this is gonna sound awful, but every time I see Mjolnir, I just want to pronounce it meow meow. I know that's totally wrong. That's not the proper pronunciation, but it's the word that comes to mind. She's definitely worthy of the meow meow hammer. Come here, poppers. Popper, popper, popper. You're such a good girl. You're such a good girl. Oh my gosh. Although Meow Meow and Doggo Doggo are in war. Oh no. Wouldn't it wouldn't it be Bork Bork? Oh my gosh. Nah. She can wield the Meow Meow hammer. She does it for comical relief. Doggo, what do you mean you have the Meow Meow hammer? What do you mean you don't have the Meow Meow hammer? Meow Meow. Oh my gosh. Hammer is covered in jewels, adding an attack dice of D120. Oh, 1d20. Oh my gosh. See, the thing is though, like, she definitely roll a natural 20 every time. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, it's also really funny. Critical success. Yep, every time. Doggo's skill tree is impressive, wielding weapons from other classes. Yeah. She has her Meow Meow hammer, and let's see, what else does she have? We need to add this to the list of our Kurisu fan canon. So let's see, we have slimes that taste like milk, Hoki with her Meow Meow hammer. Aww. Alright, so I think the hammer does crit on bots, but can she wield the... can she... oh my gosh, I can't talk. It is getting late. But can she wield Kurisu's scythe? It might be a little long for her, but that said, it is more of like an energy-based weapon, so theoretically it could scale down. So I think she'd be able to wield it. The audio of the loudest bonk in the world. Oh my gosh. Well, it wouldn't even be a bonk, it would just be a meow. And maybe like a squeak. So like every time it makes contact, it squeaks and makes like a meow sound. Drags the scythe across the floor for villainous effects. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Apparently everything is slime to Kurisu. No, like we were bringing up Kurisu fan cannon because earlier we were talking about the slimes. I was just bringing up again that the slimes taste like milk, and Hoki has her meow meow hammer. Oh my gosh. Stay awake from the milk slimes. They've become too powerful. Boomerang scythe? Oh my gosh. Makes a doggo play catch. Oh no! Not only do they taste bad for foxes, but they look very sus. Oh my gosh. You know, you could find the scythe, but it probably wouldn't be something you'd be able to use. Just because, like, it's... I don't want to say too much. But basically, like, it's not necessarily whether or not somebody is worthy of the scythe, but very few people can wield it. Surprisingly, no. Kurisu's scythe does not have a name, because if it did, it would be too powerful. Is it Meow Meow scythe? No, Hoki just has her Meow Meow hammer for comical relief. And then Kurisu has her nameless scythe. You're a good sniper. Like I was thinking though, because you asked which class Hoki would be, and I'm curious about which class you all think that I would be in WoW. The results will amaze you. Yeah, definitely Dark Elf. Welcome back, Sniper. Which I think in WoW those are the Blood Elves, right? Or is there a Dark Elf? I'm not 100% sure. The call off work might be real tomorrow. Oh my gosh. At this rate, it might be. That said, depending on how late I stick around, I may have to take a break for about 5 to 10 minutes to take the dogs out, just because I don't want them to, like, have to wait too long. I don't know, like I'm really enjoying hanging out with everybody. It's been a while since like we've actually had everybody to hang out. You want tea but didn't make any tea today. And if you make some, it's gonna be hot and not cold. Aw. I agree. It is definitely nice to have everyone here. Like, I really can't tell all of you how much I appreciate you stopping by to hang out, because, like, you're all amazing, and, like, I really do genuinely look forward to streaming every night just because I get to see everybody. Well, I guess, like, see everybody's names in chat, you know what I mean, though. It's a good vibe to reminisce with Kurisu again. I appreciate that, Wolfie. Aw, thanks, Dark. You might not talk much, but you enjoy sitting and listening a lot. I appreciate that. I got distracted because I saw Dark's your at the bottom there, and I'm like, I know you're not being a jerk about that, but I looked up because I'm like, who spelled the wrong your? And I'm like, oh, it was you. You corrected yourself. You're good, Dark. No grammar bots here. I'm the grammar bot. I bought all the grammar. I'm just kidding. But on a serious note, I am always so particular about making sure that I use the correct grammar. Because, like, I don't know, it just makes it easier to communicate, I guess, when you do things correctly. But yeah. Dark thinks I would be a dark elf in WoW, but I'm curious about which class everybody thinks I would be. The answer may shock and amaze you. I'm just kidding. Because, like, you think Kurisu would fall good with an assassin role class? Potentially, like a rogue. Um, like, the hard part for me is because, like, as far as Kurisu's specialties, Kurisu's songs of Sonic can be heard throughout the land. You're gonna say assassin? Well, see, because it's tricky picking the right class to, like, classify Kurisu, because, like, she has a mixed set of skills, but it's like she doesn't necessarily fully fit into any class, because, like, I would consider her, yeah, she's definitely multi-class, but, like, it's hard for me to really pick, like, which classifications would be right, because, like you all mentioned, the rogue would be an aspect, but then there's also, like, the magic user side of it, where, like, I don't really know which type of magic class Kurisu would fit under. Yeah, definitely. Because, like, I would say, honestly, of the options that I see here for WoW, like, I've played as a demon hunter before, and that very much fits into, like, Kurisu's skill set, minus, well, not even minus the metamorphosis, it's just different. Because, like, technically speaking, Kurisu is, like, kind of a shapeshifter within, like, folklore of foxes. Kurisu can be SSS rank. I appreciate that, Sniper. Incantations of devastation, magic, and silencing. I don't know, cause like I haven't really considered whether Kurisu moves silently just because that's the default, or whether it is magic related. Because the example I'll use, like in real life, I have this unfortunate skill of accidentally, keyword accidentally, sneaking up on people because I move very silently. Like nobody usually knows I'm in their vicinity unless I announce myself intentionally. Um, because I kind of just appear in places because nobody hears me approaching. Um, and so Kurisu kind of gets that skill by a default. Um, she is also immune to like being snuck up on by others, because that is another really obscure and borderline unexplained skill. Because I always know when there is somebody else in my vicinity without fail. Like that's always 100%. I've not experienced a time when it wasn't accurate. But basically, like, it's not because I hear somebody approaching. It's not because I see them approaching, because they can come from behind. And I still know that they're there even if I don't hear them or smell them or anything. Are you okay? Are you okay, baby girl? So she just startled herself with her water dish. I'm not sure exactly what she tried to do, but it tried to chase her and she was really concerned about it. Are you okay? Hey, I'm not gonna let the big mean water dish get you. You're fine. See, look, it's just your water. Why are you barking? Oh, are you saying hi to Hambone? You're okay, baby girl. Oh my gosh. No, I think she's trying to tell me that her dish was empty because she drank the rest of it. Why are you barking at your water dish? It only tried to get you because you smacked it. Oh my gosh. No, I can 100% sense you sneaking up to hide cheese in my tail. That's why it's never been done successfully. Doggo doesn't want their fear of water dish to be taken lightly. Give me the water! Oh my gosh. But yeah, like as far as like, ew, not the cheese attack. But yeah, like as far as the class, like a hunter, or not hunter, like a rogue would make sense. Well, yeah, you said hunter there. Like a thief or a hunter, rogue, whatever, like, yeah, cheese is definitely smelly. I think that might be part of the reason why I don't care for it. I'm not sure. Yeah, like I said, I was explaining earlier, like I don't have to see or hear or anything. I always know when there's somebody in my presence. It's like one of those things where like at times it's like borderline unnerving because it's like there should not be somebody there. But then like yeah, it's like I said, I've never been wrong on that. Thankfully, nothing bad has ever happened, but mm, potentially. But like the thing is, there's not really like a limit on distance either, because like I have turned to see somebody like a block away from me before. So, like, it's just, it is definitely a good skill to have. But it's also kind of one of those ones where you can very easily and unintentionally make people really uncomfortable around you, especially when they're like trying to sneak up and they're being so sneaky and you just kind of turn to face them like, what are you doing? You could say that. That's actually one of those areas I don't usually speak too much on just because, like, it's one of those sort of controversial topics, but really good insight and perception checks. Yeah, I can agree with that. Puppers, why are you trying to eat my hand? That is not part of a balanced puppy diet. Oh, calm down. She heard Hambone bump up against the door and now she's freaking out. You're okay. I know you want to say hi to him, but we'll do that later. Hmm? So, when I say things are immune to sneaking up on me, I mean, like, I always know when something is there. Like, that doesn't mean that, like, something can't be close to me. Like, because I'm not necessarily surprised when I wake up and Hoki is right in my face. It's more like I wake up, I know she's there, but it's kind of just like, oh, hi. Like, why are you this close? Not how did you get here? Pupper, pupper. Pupper, pupper, pupper. You shake hands. Good girl. Good girl. Go play with your toys. Hey, go get your bear. Go. Go get it. She's like, I don't want to. Oh my gosh. But yeah. I'm still over here trying to figure out which class Kurisu fits under. Because, like, as far as specifics, the hardest thing for me, like, even though she'd probably be some variety of dual class, like, if only there was a VTuber for Pupper. I mean, maybe if I can get, like, a headset for her that, like, and set the avatar so that it, like, picks up on noises and not movement, it could be possible. If I do that, though, she'd probably be more of like a PNG tuber than VTuber, just because it is like kind of expensive to get custom avatars made. As long as you have a good aura, Kurisu can't sense me hiding cheese. So we'll back that up. Like I said, I always know when anybody is within my vicinity. It doesn't matter their intentions, if they're good or bad or whatever. Like, I always know when there's somebody in my presence. So, like I've said before, like, you can't surprise me trying to hide cheese. If it happens, it's because I allow it, and not because you successfully did the sneak. You found out you have seriously bad tunnel vision when you're focused on your target. That's fair. To answer your question, Sniper, I think Wolfie is probably referring to when he's playing games. When he focuses on his target, like, this is most likely in player versus player, I'm guessing. He focuses on the enemy he's trying to fight and not the other enemies that might be around him. Because usually in a lot of those instances, there's either teams or like every player for themselves. And sometimes people will notice that one player is fighting another and like basically team up on the one to take them out, if that makes sense. So they take advantage of the fact that somebody isn't paying attention. Popper, you are so cute. Yeah, I'll shake your hand. I know, you want back up here, but it's too hard. Not right now, baby girl. You're such a good girl. Oh, that's a big yawn. You're probably ready for bed, aren't you? Sometimes with that, you sometimes have that problem, but you don't have trouble since you have counterattacks. I guess it would depend on the range of the other player's attacks. Hey, you be nice. If you were going to give your otter Sona a role, it would be a shaman class. That's fair. His name's Runt. Hi, puppers. Hey, you need to be gentle. She's like trying so hard to lick my hand that she's trying to eat it. You need to stop. I know you're excited, but you need to calm down, baby girl. You're good, Sniper. Dinner is finally done, so it's time for you to go eat. Pot roast sounds amazing. And no, it doesn't taste like slime. At least you hope. Have a good night, Dark. I hope you enjoy your pot roast. Yeah. I'm curious about what all is in the mix. Yeah, thanks for being here. I will be back same time tomorrow. That'll be 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Pacific. For anybody who wants to stop by. Oh, thank you for the bits, Dark. You're amazing. Oh my gosh. Is that more or did it? Sadly, you'll be at work tomorrow, so bits make up for it. I appreciate that. Alright, so all of that said, I do need to take the dogs out and get ready for bed because I do have to get up kind of early tomorrow. I really appreciate that, Icy. Like I've mentioned before, I am really glad to be back because it's nice getting to interact with everybody again and like actually stream and art and whatever. Carrots, onions, red potatoes with the roast. That sounds fantastic. Have a great night, Dark. Let's see here. So, do we want to go to another art channel or something else? Because I am more than happy to raid anybody. Awesome. I think I sent you my friend code as a whisper. I don't think we both need them, but I'm not sure. But yeah, I hope you find something to eat and have a wonderful night. And thanks for being here, Sniper. I really enjoyed streaming tonight. This is the longest I've streamed in a while. So, like, you're all really awesome. And, like, I enjoy that we got to all hang out tonight. Let's see. So, yeah, I will be back, like I was saying, same time tomorrow. That's 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Pacific, right? An extra hour. Tomorrow we will be continuing work on emotes. I believe that'll be the crying emote, and I think the other one was yay. But yeah, thank you all so much. I'm gonna just pick somebody random to raid tonight. And I hope you all have a wonderful evening. See you all later.